Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Taijuan Walker will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. First pitch on the way. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2, full count. Soft grounder left side. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. 3 hits for him in that ball game on Wednesday. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Marcell Ozuna. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. On to the bottom of the first now at Citi Field, and the Braves have an early 1-0 advantage. Huascar Ynoa, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, 6 really good innings in his last start to pick up the win, and I think they'll be happy if he can duplicate that again in this one.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Fouled away.
His offense gave him an early lead, and he is on the attack. Punched out the first 2 guys and made it look easy and still getting ahead.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Albies has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Now to the plate, here is Ozzie Albies, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable. Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I'm going to be locking in today on Brandon Nimmo. This guy brings his lunch pail to work with him, fellas, and he does it with a smile. Watch it permeate to his entire team. This guy lights up a room, and he plays elite defense. You can test the arm a little bit, but he's sure-handed in the outfield.
261 the average coming into action here. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Into the bullpen and gone. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
The batter will be Christian Pache. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
1 ball, 1
and he
strike.
lays off for ball 1. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch of the AB now. William Contreras swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's now 2. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Hey, guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Michael Conforto comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled off. And there's a base hit on the line.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Mets strand one. Top of the third set to get underway, and A-Ray Adrianza will be the next to bat. Here's the first pitch.
Ball. Ball one, no strike.
1-0 pitch on the way. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
Every center fielder dreads this kind of a play, right? The ball's hit right at him and over his head. He turns and runs, leaps for it, but just can't make the play. It ends up coming off the wall, and by the time he can get the ball back in, it was a guaranteed triple.
Acuna digs in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Acuna carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2.
1-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
A ball and a
1-1.
strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
The 1-1 home. He's outside for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So one gone for the Braves here in the third, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
And the runner back. Acuna, base runner at first with one out. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. This is foul right side. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at second here with one man out. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He swings and lines it to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Travis d'Arnaud is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Ready now is James McCann. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So it's back to the top of the order now. And the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar, will be the next to bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a liner. And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So they can't make. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next will be Christian Pache. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping up is William Contreras. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1, as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. The 2-1 home. 2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ehire Adrianza. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Dominic Smith is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded back up the middle. Swanson picks it up, and that's the first out. All right, so let's turn to Show Track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Michael Conforto will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. The 1-0 home is a fastball down below the knees.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike. Two pitches fouled away. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. So bases are empty with one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Scooped up. And there are two away now. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. Delivered an RBI single last time up. First pitch on its way. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. Joey Lucchesi takes over here with a runner at first and two gone in the inning. In now, Dansby Swanson. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ozuna leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6 games.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. J.D. Davis is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Grounded down the third baseline. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First offering.
That's
Ball
a ball.
one.
Counts 1-0.
Called strike at the knees. Evens
1-1.
the count at 1-1. Lucchesi, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
William Contreras stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. d'Arnaud stands at first with one out. And it's fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And now here is Ehire Adrianza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And that misses for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. In tight with the sinker, ball 2. High and away, not close. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Again, another foul ball. Ready with the 2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The next 3-2. And another foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Reined in. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short. Now to bat, James McCann. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something. I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff
1
hitter.
ball, 1 strike.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time. Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Debro, but you try to in between starts to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He bounced out last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One and one.
Oh, that's inside.
Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Digging in will be Marcell Ozuna. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that misses, ball 1.
Nope,
2-0. Here's the pitch. Look out.
3-0.
All over the place now. 3-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. So the next to bat will be Dansby Swanson. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Bottom of the inning now. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Dominic Smith. In there, 0-1.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot. Time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Pete Alonso stands in as he looks at ball one here. That's inside. 2-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Well, this is speared by the first baseman, and he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. Next up, Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Fouled off. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
In the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now a ball hits sharply toward third, and this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Now at the plate here is J.D. Davis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. One ball, no strikes the count. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Looking up, Acuna. Gone!
They seem to forget that the game started a while ago, but better late than never, I guess. Sometimes one big hit is all it takes to get a team going. We'll see if they can build on it and make a run here.
Brandon Nimmo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2 now. 3 runs already home here. This one's also hit well. Deep down the right field line. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo shot down the line in right. 6th home run on the season for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Talk about it being a game of inches. That ball stays barely fair to tie this ball game up. Late innings. You have to be feeling super confident rounding the pillows after tying this one up.
Stepping in now, James McCann. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch in the inning. 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Now here's the first offering. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Tie ball game, 4-4 the score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starting pitchers. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in next, Christian Pache. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Hit on the ground toward the left. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and the switch hitter Jonathan Villar will be the next to bat. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Ground ball left side. Reined in. And there's 1 away. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard down the line. But this will get foul for strike 2. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now back, left
So
field.
2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. No balls and a strike to count. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Albies brings it in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. This game's all tied at 4. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in is the DH, William Contreras. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now at the plate is Ehire Adrianza. It was a walk in his last trip. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now the 2-1. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. So next to bat will be Freddie Freeman. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. On to the shortstop, but thrown away.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Dylan Betances has been summoned here, and will try to keep this one tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He grounds it sharply to third. Davis grabs it cleanly, and the two-out threat won't. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
No, that's down.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Michael Conforto is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He can make these fans go nuts and secure the win if he can place a ball deep enough into the gap. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Still even at 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Will Smith takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings. Fouled away. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's fouled away. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. He got him, and the potential winning run is left stranded at second as the inning is. And now, Dansby Swanson. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead run is on base to lead off the inning. So up steps Ozzie Albies in the dirt and block behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Albies with a 1-1 count now. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Albies averages a hit once every 4 at-bats. An average at exactly 250. Fouled off.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with one big out on the scoreboard now. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And he fouls this one off. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Fouled away. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. So next to hit is Christian Pache. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
The set and the 2-0.
I got 3-0.
Hey. 3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Nimmo in pursuit. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now it'll be James McCann, and he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. The 0-1. Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The tag, and the winning run is out at home plate.
Well, you certainly understand the decision right there to send him home trying to win it in extra innings. But some great execution on defense keeps this game alive. What an absolute gem of a game we're watching right here.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right. The 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
It's 1-2.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know. Everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. Jeff McNeil waits on deck, and he sends it the other way toward right center. Pache is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So here's Jeff McNeil, his career line against Will Smith. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this, tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
After it is Acuna, He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end. Leave one. Runner at second now. Nobody out. And that brings up William Contreras. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's the first pitch. Ehire Adrianza is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. The 1-0. And now the runner's trying for third. In there. Now the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
What's that saying? You play to win the game? Well, that was a big roll of the dice to steal third. But it looks pretty genius now that it worked out. Now they just need to execute at the plate and get that go-ahead run home.
The 1-1 pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now. Big at-bat now, and here is Ronald Acuna. Needs a hit here to bring the go-ahead run home from third with 2 away. In there, strike one.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Fouled off. And a ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here's the 2-2. And that is off the first base bag. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 5-4 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Jeurys Familia, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go! Into the Big Apple seats and gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 22 on the year, and it's now 7-4. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up. At the plate now is Dominic Smith. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. McNeil rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
No ball,
Waved at
2
and
strikes.
missed, and he's behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. 1 down. Next, here is Michael Conforto. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. 0-1 the count. Swing and a liner. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
There's a saying amongst the offense, Dan, anybody can get 3 hits in a big league game. It's that 4th one that separates you.
We'll talk about habit. He's having a good week in one night. Can you imagine 4 hits in 1 game? I'd say he's having a pretty good day.
Pilar over at second. Conforto at first, 1 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Hard hit ball to second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Next up from New York, J.D. Davis singled last time up, looking to minimize the damage here. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball 1.
Out.
And he fouls this one off.
No, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. 7-5 tonight's final. Will Smith claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 7 runs on 4.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting off in the National League East, The Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-5. The Boston Red Sox went deep 4 times as they beat the visiting Marlins 7-6. The Washington Nationals got 12 hits in this one as they had a walk-off the win against the visiting Reds 7-3.